A draft constitution has been produced, ladies and gentlemen, as a founding document, and as we get more kings and related structures on board, it will begin to take shape and accommodate the views of the interested stakeholders. I take this opportunity to quote from the draft to give you a taste of things to come. I quote, "Many African countries were founded as dominions, some later as commonwealth, realms, and became republics, and they assumed democracy and other forms of political government structures. However, these governments, despite being politically free, continue to be controlled by the invisible colonial powers of their former colonials." Close quote. We observed that the tendency among colonial powers was to undermine and subvert the monarchical powers for their own benefits. Therefore, AMTA is reclaiming the same sovereign African legacy and restoring human rights, dignity, and the economic ownership and authority. The traditional authorities and monarchs had the opportunity to meet during the Afri-Cities Summit in November and resolved as follows. We are inspired by our own realization and the experience of our African people that our sovereignty, heritage of our land, and our natural resources from our forefather of our continent of Africa need to be reclaimed for the direct benefit of our people. We need to empower our people in the whole continent.
Yes.
We have considered the limited political achievement realized by the African Union, which is AU, and its treats and establishing and achieving the establishment of a vibrant and effective African economic community. We are determined to take up the multifaceted challenges that confront our continent and its people in the light of the socio-economical and governmental leadership changes taking place in the world for the interest and benefit of Africa and her people. We are acknowledging and intend to build onto heroic struggles waged by our people and our countries for political independence and human dignity. We are considering that since its inception, the African Union has played a determining and invaluable role in the consolidation of the attained political freedom and the unity of our continent as initiated by the Organization of Africa Unity, which is OAU, before it, and has provided a unique framework for the establishment of a more relevant collective action in Africa for economic development. We are conscious that the general trend toward the creation of consultation framework for the implementation of decentralization and local development policies does not sufficiently take into account the opinion and role that must be played by African traditional authorities for the benefit of our sovereignty, independence, and economic development. We are determined to implement the common will of the African traditional authorities to promote the traditional African wisdom and values within the perspective of strengthening